WrestleMania 42 is 339 days away as of this recording. That's 48 weeks, which means we have around 48 episodes of SmackDown and about 47 episodes of Raw. Yet here we are, predicting the WrestleMania 42 match card 1 whole year in advance. Now really quickly, just to preface the match card, for the sake of this video, brands don't matter. Raw and SmackDown current brands don't matter. WWE are doing a draft in the future, we don't know when, but for the sake of this video, we're not bothering about brands. Also, I would love it for all of you to leave comments down below and predict your own WrestleMania 42 match card, and if we get enough comments, then we could make a viewer's match card prediction in the future, where I'll put all your ideas into the video as well. So, kicking things off, we have the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I've went with Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. I like the idea of Liv Morgan walking into WrestleMania as champion. I also love the idea of Liv Morgan winning the Money in the Bank this year and then cashing in to become the champion. And I just think that these two together would be an amazing match. Also, you always have to kick off WrestleMania with a great match, and this would be a barn burner. This would be such a good opener to the Saturday WrestleMania. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Championships. The New Day just recently won the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania 41. Do I see them holding the titles for a whole year? Maybe not, but someone that I also don't see holding the title for a whole year is Jey Uso. I don't think Jey Uso is going to be the World Heavyweight Champion going into WrestleMania 42, but I do see the Usos reuniting. Now, when I was predicting this match card, I thought that this was a really interesting dynamic. The Usos and the New Day have one of the best tag team rivalries of all time and some of the best tag team matches of all time, but it's always been the Usos were the heels and the New Days were the baby faces. This time around, the Usos are the baby faces and the New Day are the heels, so I think this would be a very interesting matchup to say the least. Now, to me, this one would be insane. We all know that Obafemi is currently on NXT, but it's only a matter of time before he gets brought up to the main roster. With Braun Breaker being a heel now, alongside Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, I could so see Braun Breaker going on a whole year of terror, and then, he's unstoppable. Nobody can beat Braun Breaker. But who steps up at WrestleMania? None other than the big man, Obafemi. This match would be killer. Now, at this point when I was making up the match card, I had a few big names that I knew I had to get on the card, but I wasn't exactly sure what to do with them. Those 5 men are Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, Randy Orton, LA Knight and AJ Styles. Now, I'm going to show you what I came up with, obviously, that's the whole point of the video, but comment down below what would you do with these 5 guys. Now, moving on from this is what I done. Okay, so I knew that I wanted Drew McIntyre to come into this WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion. Drew has had a hell of a year, and I'm sure it's only going to be another amazing year for Drew. So he needs a big, high-profile match at this WrestleMania, and the Intercontinental Championship is a great fit for Drew, I feel like. I made it a triple threat with AJ Styles and Aleister Black. I think this match would bang. This match would be such a good match. Maybe go down as one of the best Intercontinental Championship matches in WrestleMania history. And the Intercontinental Championship being defended in a triple threat just reminded me of that amazing IC title match at WrestleMania 39 between Drew, Sheamus and Gunther. So I feel like this would be a good fit for the match card. And then that leaves 2. So yeah, I would have the 3 other guys in the IC title triple threat, and then I have Randy Orton going one-on-one against LA Knight. I don't have a specific storyline for this one. I mean, you could make something up. You could just say like LA Knight is sick of not getting that World Championship spot at WrestleMania. So then Randy Orton comes in, he's like, well, if you want it, you have to earn it. You have to be a 15-time World Champion or whatever Randy Orton is, 14-time, whatever. They two go at it at WrestleMania, and this would be also an amazing matchup. Now for the Women's United States Championship, I've actually gone with a gauntlet match. I've went with the gauntlet match because I actually sent this idea to my friend Ryan, and I just love the idea. So I would have this gauntlet go maybe 20 minutes or so. But anyway, we're starting off with Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Lyra Valkyria comes out on top, defeating Becky Lynch. They have a good rivalry going now. It would be good to relight the fire of that rivalry 1 year later at WrestleMania. After Becky is defeated, I've got Alexa Bliss coming out. I think it's a crime that Alexa Bliss wasn't on WrestleMania 41 after getting the loudest reaction at the Royal Rumble this year, so she has to be on WrestleMania 42, so I thought this was a good fit. Once Lyra defeats Alexa Bliss, probably by a roll-up, we have Alba Fire coming. Now this is where things start to get interesting. So Lyra Valkyria once again dominating the gauntlet, retaining her United States Championship. She defeats Alba Fire, but once she defeats Alba Fire beats down Lyra. Out comes Piper Niven, continues to beat down. It's 2-on-1. All the referees, security guards, they come in, they take Piper and Alba up the ramp, and then they separate, and who comes down the aisle as the last entrant into the gauntlet match? None other than Chelsea Green. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your winner and new Women's United States Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our main event of WrestleMania Saturday. I've went for 7 matches on night 1, and I've also went for 7 matches on night 2. Now, this was the first graphic that I actually created for this video because this match may be the one that I'm most confident with. The stuff that's happening right now on Raw with Seth Rollins' faction and Sami Zayn, it has to lead to more, and I feel like they could stretch it all the way out to WrestleMania, especially now. The Royal Rumble this year is in Saudi Arabia. My prediction is that Sami Zayn is going to win the Royal Rumble this year. So this matchup is your Royal Rumble winner Sami Zayn versus your World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. And we're going for Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker, barred from ringside. And just like that, the Saturday is done. Now moving on to WrestleMania Sunday, I thought, what's better than opening WrestleMania with a ladder match? And this tag team ladder match would be unbelievable to me. So as you'll notice on the left here, I have the Lucha Bros reuniting, Penta currently on Raw, Phoenix currently on SmackDown. A year is plenty of time to get them back together. I have DIY going into the match as SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and then the Fraxium on the right, who have just recently came up to the main roster. This match would be so good. All the high-flying moves that these 6 guys, these 3 teams could do. This match would be such a good opener to WrestleMania. It would be amazing. Next up, we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I've just went for a one-on-one match for this, unlike the Women's United States Championship Gauntlet on the Saturday. Roxanne Perez versus Bayley. We all know that this match would be amazing because both these women are just fantastic wrestlers. I feel like Roxanne should go into this WrestleMania as champion. She's having a great few matches now on Raw, but she just came up to the main roster. Her matches on NXT were incredible. Roxanne Perez is definitely one of the best women's wrestlers in the world right now, in my opinion, and Bayley is one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. So I think this would be a great matchup between 2 different generations, and a hell of a matchup for WrestleMania. Now, can you imagine how great this matchup would be? For the United States Championship, I have Gunther going up against Jacob Fatu. Now, I am such a big fan of Jacob Fatu, and he's such a dominant heel right now. I mean, saying that, he's not even full-on heel. The crowd loves Jacob Fatu, and the stuff they're doing right now with him and Solo Sikoa, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Jacob faces Solo, and then is more of a babyface. I think he'll be more of a tweener, more of a in-the-middle kind of guy, but the crowd are going to be behind Jacob Fatu very, very soon. I think that Fatu will hold the United States Championship for the full year, all the way from this year's WrestleMania to WrestleMania 42, and I thought, what a better opponent than Gunther. The storyline here could be like, Gunther has been World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, he needs that United States Championship to try and become a Grand Slam champion perhaps. Gunther wants to be solidified as the ring general, but all in all, this match, just put these 2 guys together because this would be a barn burner. This would be amazing. Next up, I have a huge grudge match with Bianca Belair going up against Jade Cargill. Now, I feel like a lot of people within this pro wrestling community of ours was probably pretty surprised that Naomi was the one that attacked Jade Cargill and they 2 fought at this year's WrestleMania, but I thought it was good because I did think it was a bit too early to do Jade versus Bianca. Now we have a whole year to get this going, and for some reason, I don't know why, but the crowds have been naturally turning against Bianca Belair as of late. So let's just pull the trigger. Bianca Belair has been a heel before in NXT, and she was great at that. It's time to make Bianca Belair a heel and get this feud of Jade Cargill going. This match would be great. The storytelling that these two women could do, with all the history that they've got, Bianca basically brought Jade into the WWE. They've been a team for ever since Jade came up to the main roster. So they could go in so many different directions with this matchup, and I personally think it would be perfect for WrestleMania 42. Now, I would just like to preface this by saying that every single WrestleMania since he debuted, Logan Paul has been on WrestleMania. It's a cert that Logan Paul will be on next year's WrestleMania, and this matchup is my bold prediction of the whole video. So we have Dominic and Rey Mysterio teaming up versus Logan Paul and Chad Gable. Now, here's my logic here. Dominic Mysterio just became Intercontinental Champion, and the crowd loves him. Everyone is behind Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dominic has been like the greatest heel that the WWE has seen in a very long time, but if the crowd love him, he's just naturally going to become a babyface. So I like to think that hopefully Rey Mysterio is back from injury soon and the Mysterios can reunite. And then, I don't know if you have seen on Twitter, but there's always these backstage clips of Logan Paul interrupting Dominic Mysterio. He's always in the background of some videos of Dominic, and Dominic just doesn't give him the time of day. Even the impulsive episode between the two, Dominic must have been in character, but it was quite funny to watch. So I feel like this would be a great matchup. It would also be a good callback to Logan Paul's debut at WrestleMania 38, where it was Logan Paul and The Miz versus the Mysterios. So we'll run that back, and the reason I've got Chad Gable in here is because I was just trying to think who is dastardly enough to team with Logan Paul and who also hates Rey Mysterio. None other than Chad Gable. I think this match would be pretty cool. Let me know how you think about it in the comments below. And next up for the Women's Championship, I have gone for Rhea Ripley defending her championship against Stephanie Vakair. Now, Stephanie Vakair, I feel like she just fast-tracked NXT. She wasn't in NXT for very long, but she became the Women's North American Champion and the Women's NXT Champion simultaneously. She was actually too good that she just dropped the North American Championship and kept the NXT Championship. Then she came up to the main roster where she's currently on Raw. I don't think it's crazy to think that she's just going to have another incredible year and go on to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Yes, just like in Saturday's main event with Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn being the Men's Royal Rumble winner, I am predicting that the Women's Royal Rumble winner will be Stephanie Vakair. The WWE love her, the fans love her, I love her. This matchup with Stephanie Vakair versus Rhea Ripley, it would just be a great match, and I feel like they could tell a good storyline from the Royal Rumble up until WrestleMania. Both women have been NXT Women's Champion, so maybe run with something like that. But I think we all know that this match would be great. And here we have it, folks, the WrestleMania Sunday Night 2 main event. The Undisputed Championship triple threat match. Cody Rhodes defending the championship against CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Now, to get here, I think that John Cena's last match will be against Cody Rhodes personally. I think it will be the rematch, and I think Cody Rhodes is going to get his revenge on John Cena, especially after the way that Cody lost the title with the Travis Scott involvement. I think Cody needs to beat Cena for the title. Now, originally I was toying with the idea of just doing Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk straight up one-on-one, but then, to be honest, I didn't know where to put Roman Reigns on the card. But I think the triple threat is merited enough. Roman Reigns has so much history with Cody Rhodes, so much history in fact that they main evented 2 WrestleManias in a row, and he's had the more recent history with CM Punk main eventing WrestleMania 41 Saturday. Put these 3 guys in a triple threat together, it's printing money, and this match would just be incredible. These three guys are probably the three best wrestlers in the WWE. It's just put your best guys in the main event for the WWE Championship, Wrestlemania. Like, do I need to say more? Do I need to explain this match? This would be insane. And personally, CM Punk's walking out as champion, but that's another conversation for another day. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my predictions for WrestleMania 42 Night 1 and 2, match order, opener, main event, everything, with storylines involved as well. So, there we go. Please let me know down below in the comments what you think of my matches. Do you like them? Do you not like them? What would you do? Who would you jiggle about? Where would you put certain wrestlers, and what different scenarios, what different matches? Let me know down below. And as I said at the start of the video, if we get enough comments, we may be able to do a viewer's version of this video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.